What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And before we get started with today's video, I would just like to let you know that we are giving tools away in random orders right now on MotionAutoTv.com. Giveaway for the C10 ends at the end of this week, which is Sunday the 31st of July. So you have not yet entered for a chance to win that thing. Click the link in the description after this video and get your chance to win some random tools in your orders and 15 times entries. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's get on with today's video. All right, so the guys to look at the Ranger. What do you guys think of the Ranger?
It's not bad, man. It's definitely a start for sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, we're like talking about picking something up. There's another one up there in Hartselle, just no motor, no wheels, 450, 93, and I was like, man, we got a bunch of laying around the house. Why don't we just like slap a 5.0 in this and have some fun with it? And then literally I came across this post and was like, here's one already done, man. Yeah. It's at least better off, you know?
Yeah, at least it runs and drives, and we kind of figured out, we worked a lot of the bugs out of it. And
Sure.
So yeah, it's funny, I was talking to him, he called me off of Craigslist, he's asking some questions about it, and he's like, oh, what are you doing with it? I was like, me and my buddy built the thing. I was like, yeah, and we made some videos about it. Then after I got off the phone, I guess they got on YouTube, started watching all the videos, because they didn't know that like, we built this thing or that it was on the channel or never even seen it.
Literally, I was just like, after you were talking about that it was turboed and stuff like that, and then you did the bed turbo, I was like, man, well, what's up with, I was like, we should just slap a turbo back on it.
Yeah.
And so, what's up with trying to fit it under the hood? So I just typed in like, 5.0 swap turbo Ranger. Yeah. And then your guys' video popped up on YouTube, and I was like, Corey, I think this is him. Yeah. I think this is the truck. And then we looked at it and we were like, oh, this is a truck.
Yeah.
So you ripped some burnout?
Yeah, we were like, oh.
Like I think we did the third gear trailer burnout down the street when we got the new trailer, so. We tested it good.
Cool.
So, but now I think we're gonna go hop in this thing, take it for a test drive, and then see if they even want it. So I don't know.
For sure. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess you go ahead. Do you guys just want to take it, or?
Yeah, dude, no problem, man.
The push button right there.
Yep.
And then the first one is the fan. The second one doesn't do anything anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna turn the fan on. Yep.
Nice rig, right? What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, sell it.
He said, yeah, sell it. It's kind of cool, but
you gonna miss it?
Maybe. I mean, we might not miss it.
Sounds good.
It runs a lot better now that it's on E85, because before it was kind of a dog with the gas in there. But I mean, it sounds like they want to either turbo it or do something else again with it. So I mean, it's pretty much like the perfect situation. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It got sideways on them. It got sideways. See, they're like, how you doing? They're back. So let's see what they think. What do you think?
Remind me what the deal is with the gauge. The coolant temp gauge?
Oh, so the coolant temp gauge works. Fuel works. Oil doesn't. Battery voltage does. Speedometer works.
And the check gauge is just complaining about the oil temp gauge?
Yeah. So and the check engine might be a check engine light. Well, it doesn't have O2 sensors in it either. So. Okay. But.
And then I did notice some off idle, like off throttle hesitation when you put your foot in it initially. And then it's wandering right now. Is that just the map? The
could be a little bit, or a vacuum line maybe off somewhere where it's like, we could double check some of that stuff real quick if you'd like.
It sure breaks loose real easy with no tread on the tires.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see you guys get sideways up there.
Got a little loose back there.
Yeah, no problem, easy. The mini truck life, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's already pretty low, and like I said, I would probably replace the with actual lowering ones, and then do a little C-notch in the back. And,
what do they got? They got camber correcting upper A-arms for it too, to get the camber out of the wheels.
Yeah, and I think we pulled as much camber out of it as we could.
Sure.
I wanted to do like the 04 front end on it, because those look a lot better. Because the bodies are you know,
almost identical,
yeah.
Yeah, he has a 2000 right now.
Yeah.
It's a 4x4 extended cab.
Put a little bit of a lift on it, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Some bigger
That was actually my
wheels.
first truck. I had an 02 extended cab, 4-wheel drive, 4-liter, the single overhead cam. I love that thing.
Yeah,
And this was factory, the 4-liter and a
no, this
speed?
this was a 2.3
Oh,
and the
okay.
5-speed.
Damn, and the harness went straight in,
Yeah.
even with the 4-cylinder?
I think they all, because basically all that does is like power and grounds and like gauges and stuff. Otherwise, the ECU is all tied to the motor. You know, this harness right here, ECU is on this, and this just comes off, and this comes out of the fuse box, which there's your powers and grounds and gauges and sensors and stuff like that go to the gauge cluster all there. So.
I gotcha.
And like I said, even if you put the AC compressor over here and the lines and the condenser from the Explorer, then you'd have AC too.
We're not trying to like build some race truck that's gonna wax people up. It's just something, dude, mini truck life with a V8 swap, man, it's just something fun.
Garden of the Gods. And
Exactly. I got a bunch of old Volkswagens and we go rip those around too, and he's like, man, I could kind of go for something that's, you know, we could like rip out and have fun with, and I'm like, Ranger.
And that's kind of what happened with this, is I bought this one and then he bought his Ranger. He's like, well, you got a Ranger, I want a Ranger. And then we were sitting around one day and we're like, let's do a challenge for videos, like a $2,500 budget challenge. And then the next day we started it, which, you know, but we thought it was gonna take us a week, and then it was like a month later we were still working on them, you know, but.
New Mexico for a drivetrain. Couldn't find a 2-wheel drive, like 4060 anywhere in town in the time frame for the budget, you know, like timeline build. So I drove down to, was it Santa Fe? Santa Fe, New Mexico to pick up a motor and tranny for mine.
So you put the auto in your LS
yeah,
swap?
it's a 5.3 4060.
Okay, cool.
So.
We definitely are interested. We want to move a little bit on the price. It's gonna need some, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to like down talk it and whatever, but you know.
Oh, I know. I mean, we thrashed on it to get it built to do our thing, and then we did it, and then it was just like we don't have time to like dial it in, you know. Like if this was at my house in the garage, I go out there and tinker with it at night. But like, you know, it's out here, and when we're here, we're like, okay, we gotta do specific things, and then go home, you know. So like, yeah, I get it. It's gonna need some stuff. So what are you guys thinking?
I mean, I think we'll take it for 3,500.
35.
Yeah.
See, yesterday I was at 45. So I listed it for 5.
Watch some YouTube videos.
We watched some YouTube videos. And then it's not like,
did the YouTube videos help it, or?
The first one didn't help it, the second one made it a little
When you put the 2 turbos, the piggyback ones on the roof,
the compound.
and then you did the head gaskets and ripped it apart, and I was like, all right, at least we saw somewhat of what's going on with the internals. But yeah, we were like, man, they kind of, you know, I mean, you ran it hard, which it's all cool, and I mean, I get it for you know what you guys are doing. That's what it's about. But
the YouTube
you know,
thing.
we're like, we, you know,
Would you guys do 4?
I mean, I'm closer to 35.
Totally, man, totally.
We're gonna continue negotiating, and we'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so they're at 3,500. I'm at 4, and I'm gonna go outside right now with them and give them my final decision.
I mean, I had to like move the gear or something. It's, you know, we can take the van in and out. We can work on it over at my shop.
Right.
See, they're still negotiating with each other.
If we scoop that other one.
Yeah.
See, they're trying to talk themselves out of it. They're like, well, we could buy this other one. I got my decision.
What are you
guys ready? I'll do it for 35.
You'll do it for 35. All right.
Should we take it?
Man, I think we should. I think we should.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, man.
It'll
Even
definitely
if we get another one. By the time we do another one, we're gonna have $2,500 wrapped up into it.
At least, yeah.
There will be $2,000 in a swap, getting a tuning. Even if we put a carb on it, carb, intake manifold, that's all $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, even if we do all that, and then exponentially more time, plus fabbing up motor mounts. This thing, the motor mounts went straight in from the.
Oh, we had to like cut, modify, put a spacer,
so
like do
some. You guys did some motor mount fab.
But it was like they're still the stock motor mounts, but like we had to wiggle them and cut a thing and put a little slot and slide it over here and move it back, and you know, it was like one of those type of deals. But you know, it uses the OEM drive shaft and you know OEM tranny cross member.
In my personal opinion, I'm like, let's just cut the whole front end off at put a bolt-in tube chassis up front so we can just unbolt the whole front end. And then
that's what people do is they basically drilled the spot welds and then just did bolts.
Yeah, man,
you know,
exactly. Like that's the race car life. And then plus it just makes it that much easier. And when you're not talking about like, oh, it's all original and we want to sell it on Bring a Trailer and get it rich, like hell no, man, it's a race car. Let's cut it up and have fun, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal.
You guys want it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Hell yeah.
Sure.
I think we might end up selling yours now, right?
I do want to. Is his here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to check it out.
Scoop on all the stuff.
Totally. Yeah. Run down on the computer and just.
And you guys can come back next week and buy that one.
What are you doing?
Burnout. Big time burnout.
Why?
Never sold this Ranger, buddy.
He's still going. Jesus.
All right, guys, so they're taking it home. Appreciate it, guys. We already shook hands. They handed me the money, 3,500 bucks. Wish I got a little bit more, but you know, it's one of them things. It does need some things, and I think these guys are going to be the ones to you know, fix it up, do some cool stuff with it. So yeah, I think we got a lot of work to do on the C10. Guys, good luck. Appreciate it again.
Yep, of course, man. Appreciate it.
Treat it right, and they said they're gonna.
We'll do it up.
They said they're gonna bring it back and do some burnouts in front of the shop.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So.
It'll be a little while, but we'll be back. Yeah, you guys ain't going anywhere, right?
No, not for a while.
Cool,
so.
good.
Right on, guys. Have a good one.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
easy.
See you later.
That's too much.
I was just gonna try to give you the help. We need to kind of step on this piece.
All right, ready?
Perfect.
It.
Yeah, we went a little too far. Go back the other way.
Oh! Oh!
I think it's okay. We'll leave that and we'll just put this back on.
That's a 90. All right, guys. So essentially, what was holding us up for a little bit was this piece of, what is this, HVAC tube? Basically ducting. And it was bent in like this weird like configuration where it goes up and then over, because it was going up through the ceiling where this booth was previously installed. Whereas right now, what we're planning on doing is we're using the flaps. Did we show them the flaps? Show them the flaps. Check out these flaps. We got these flaps. These are essentially gonna go outside of the building.
The fan turns on, open flaps. Fan turns off, close flaps. So that'll work beautifully. We got to cut a big hole in the side of this building and then shove this through it and self-tapper it in. Beautiful. We just got to figure out where now.
Now we got to make sure
So we
we're
gotta-
on a good hole.
We got to put that on.
This thing, it wasn't in the right spot before, but now it's a 90 degree and it's gonna go straight out the side of the building. We need to
How's that side doing?
wiggle this side in a little
Wiggle, buddy. Look at all those gaps though. How do you do? You just
some tape.
the hell out
bit.
of
I think
it?
some tape.
Oh, this might be perfect. Look at this.
Hold on. Don't push it down because my finger's on here.
Okay, that's probably good.
Should we give that to Tappy?
Yeah.
Where'd Mr. Taps go?
It's hot up here.
All right, so now me and Sean are up here. Made some marks. Now we're just
we're
gonna
trying
make a level mark.
Trying to make sure that the hole's in the right spot.
I mean, this is kind of a big deal. We're cutting into this brand new building.
That's not ours.
It's Just not ours, yeah.
Nick, how you doing?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Should we put the level on it for good measure?
Yeah, we'll put the
Can I go
level
that
on
way?
it, but I'll hold it right here. You do that. And then
All right, we'll grab. You have the. I need the level and the marker.
I got the camera.
Okay, well the level's on your side. Level's right there. You can grab it here. Good.
Maybe go up a little bit. I feel like it needs to be like a little bit bigger. Oh my goodness. Buddy, this poor building.
What happened?
I don't know. Somebody cut a hole.
Buddy. How's it look?
Nice window. Let's see if it fits.
It needs small adjustment. It's like tight, so it looks, you know what I mean? It's nice and tight, so. You know what's gonna be nice too is like how the side's corrugated. Since we have that lip to come outwards with, it'll like sit flush with the corrugated stuff, so there won't be holes.
Does it look good?
It looks really good, nice and square. Open her up. Oh, that's beautiful, buddy.
Bit of an update over here in the paint booth. So yesterday we used some of this foam to go around the edges of the paint booth. So there was a spot right here that was almost like an inch gap. We just filled that with the foam for now. And then what we actually did today was went and filled the cracks in here and then all of the jams and all of the little seams in between this stuff. So we had another guy helping us out doing some of that stuff. He probably has a good 12 hours in this booth, just like between, you know, scuff. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it was almost 20 hours this week, scraping all the paint off of it, caulking it, cleaning it, doing all that other stuff, getting it essentially just ready to go. Me and Sean also had a decent amount of time in doing the duct work and all that stuff. So we got everything all sealed and taped up there. The flappers and all that stuff is up outside. So the only thing we have left to do to the paint booth before we could actually use it for the first time, which we're actually just getting ready to pull in the C10 and prime it, but that will be another video, is essentially paint the walls. So as of right now, I think it looks good how it is, but what we are gonna go ahead and do is pull in that thing and prime it. But I think what we're gonna do is coat this with just some latex paint. So once we get it coated with latex paint, then it'll all look brand new, but for right now, we could still use it. Obviously, there's nothing keeping us from using this thing right now. We do need to add a little bit more weather stripping around these edges, because when the booth is on, it basically just pulls straight through here. For what we're doing right now with just doing primer, it's not like we're trying to paint the car or do anything like that. Overall, we'll just have a nice contained environment to paint it, so like overspray is not getting over the rest of the shop, and that's primarily my biggest concern with having a paint booth, is just doing that stuff. So we're actually getting ready to pull in the C10 right now, but if you guys wanna see that, that will be in another video. Don't forget that this week is the last week to get entered for a chance to win that C10 sitting over there that we're getting ready to pull in here in Prime, and we are also doing tools in random orders. Click the link in the description, get yourself entered. Appreciate all the support so far. See you guys in the next video.